No, he posted in his status. He was like, she did violent, fetish. It was
extremist fetish porn.
No, it was like violent gangbang, extreme fetish pornography.
Yeah,
and it's like some of those are redundant.
I've never heard of a gentle gangbang.
Yeah, it's not like It's not like she's gonna comment and be like, actually, the gangbangs were loving.
It was a very cozy gangbang.
I wouldn't call this extreme gangbang kink. I wouldn't call this fetish.
No, this isn't a fetish. Listen, we're in a pillow fort, and fun went down.
This is just very vanilla.
This is
gangbang.
This is bland
extreme fetish,
porn.
or not fetish.
This is very bland. Like your mom could watch this gangbang porn.
It's also great because he was like, "This is what she used to do," and it's like, well, yeah, you knowingly.
She did that when
she did that before.
Yeah, like you knew.
Yeah, you can't be like that'd be fun. You just find someone who's like a murderer, and hasn't been caught. Yeah, and then you date them, and then you just always have that.
Hey,
if you ever break up with me, I'm just gonna be like, she's a murderer.
She killed 3 people,
and then people be like, wait, he knew that all along.
You're a willing accomplice.
You knew that when you two went to Portugal together.
You guys really went to
those photos of you two smiling in Lisbon was after
after you found out.
You knew you had taken a man's heart.
You were in front of the fountain.
Literally.
You were in front of the fountain.
There's a fountain.
You guys put a lock on the thing in Paris.
Oh, that thing.
And you knew.
You know, it'd be fun if you take a guy who is like, this would be hard to find this guy, but someone with OCD.
It's probably me.
Someone with OCD. Who also is a lockpick. And then you take him to that bridge in Paris where everyone puts the locks.
And he's just got to get rid of them all.
He's like, God damn it. It's going to take all day.
I got to get them all in a row. 5 by 5. 5 by 5.
He's just yelling at boat tours going under. He's got his ear to a little combination lock. And he's just, shut the fuck up.
Shut your tugboat up.
A tugboat. It's whatever a French gondola is.
Do you think?
And I don't mean the sex position. You know, people throw that around a lot. Like, oh, it sounds like a sex, but French gondola really does sound like
a sex position. Oh, my Lord.
No, that's fun. So what have you been up to?
I haven't been doing anything, man. It's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
So,
shit. And we're back. I just crawled out a window. Got some flat Eric's been fake podcasting for an hour.
Came back with some tulips that he picked from a neighbor's yard.
Yeah. I'm all scratched up.
He's got thorns all
I've gone viral
hands.
now because an old woman caught me stealing the tulips. And we argued. Aren't those the tulips you got me for Valentine's Day in this viral video of you? No. Those were for a sketch I was doing a comedy sketch about Holland.
I'm Joe. I'm Murr.
You got him joked. You got joked.
You got I Jade. Every time I do something stupid and someone starts yelling at me, I'm just gonna be like, but I'm Murr.
Yeah. Most kids are like, hey, can I get a BJ? I'm like, can I get some IJ?
Can I get some IJ? Maybe a little IJ.
My high school girlfriend and I was going downstairs watching IJ.
You bet you were going downstairs on your high school girlfriend.
I did once or twice. But the teeth always bit me.
You gotta get it sideways so you get your tongue
your whole tongue in there. One time I was going down on this lady, and then I heard my mom come home early from work, so I was like, shit. And I didn't want to get in trouble.
I don't want my mom to know I'm a compassionate
I didn't want to get in trouble. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a generous lover.
I didn't want to get in trouble, so I just went, whoop. And then that girl got in trouble for breaking into my house.
And then she gave birth to you?
You got birth, yeah. Well, no, she did that outside. And I went, hey, thanks for covering for me.
Thanks for covering me up.
Thanks for covering me.
Thanks for covering me up.
I go, hey, I had a hat.
You're my favorite yak I've ever slept in.
I had a watch. One of those. That old gag.
It's a Timex.
It's like diamond cutting diamond.
Oh. All right, let's start the episode.
No, I'm saying because if you're a lady.
No, we're starting the episode.
If you're a lady, you can sneak stuff in your vagina. You think it's ever this sort of thing?
This is how you want to start the episode?
No, hold on. You think this ever happens? Is they're just like at a bank and they're like, "What's that lady over there in the chair doing? That looks disgusting."
Ew.
Some lady's digging around in her dress, and then all of a sudden, freeze! She pulls out a gun. Ah!
I was just thinking about because you waited tables long enough, you've probably dealt with bra money.
Raw money. Oh, bra. I think you said raw money.
Raw money.
Just someone brings green cotton. They're like, you can make it money.
You can turn this into money.
This might as well be cash, pal.
No, but bra money is always gross. Yeah. But would you accept pussy money?
Tits are disgusting.
Would you accept pussy money?
No.
Like if a lady pulled like a wad of $100 bills out of her pussy and was like, there you go.
She's doing all the bills. She's having trouble pulling them apart.
Yeah.
So then
sticky.
Yeah. So she takes her thumb and rubs it against her.
Rubs it against her wet pussy.
Yeah.
Instead of licking it.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe rubs it against her ass to neutralize.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, that's what happens.
All right.
All right. Let's start the episode. Clean from here on out.
So it's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
So what'd you get
My
me?
favorite religious holiday.
What'd you get me?
An arrow.
To my heart?
Yeah. I'm going to help you find love.
Success.
Dave Bautista's great. I have to say that because he might be listening and he any moment he could.
Did you watch the new
spear
Knives
me.
Out?
I did.
Did you watch The Glass Onion?
I did. He was delightful in it.
Everyone was delightful.
I watched A Knock at the Cabin. He was delightful in it.
You watched that?
I saw it in theaters.
You went to a theater?
I went to the theaters. I had a great time at the movies.
You're not even vaccinated.
Shut up. Shut up, man. Dude, come on. I have a friend who's not vaccinated, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I was going to all these places, and I was getting in at all these places because I was just doing bits. He's like, anytime they'd be like, you have your vax passport, I'd be like, what country is this, man? This is goddamn America. And then he's like, and then they'd be like, haha, hilarious, pretending not to be vaxxed, get on in.
Get on.
And then meanwhile,
he's
coughing on everybody. He's great.
No, my mom's still going strong. No anti-vax.
No anti-vax.
Very anti-vax.
I'm super anti-vax.
The opposite of what I just said. But yeah, she goes to the movie theater sick, and she hangs out.
She shares soda.
She shares
soda.
She's passing her pasta bucket around.
She's got a pasta bucket. That would be wild.
I would love to be able to get a big bowl of spaghetti at the movie theater.
That'd be awesome. You go to someone with a big bucket and you go, "You want some?" And then they reach in and you go, "What the fuck?" It's just wet noodles.
Just spaghetti.
His angel hair with pesto for some reason. This isn't even a combination. Normal.
Yo, what the fuck is this shit, bro?
That is how the kid would react.
You eating pesto?
No, they say
during Call Me Daddy?
Is that a movie?
That was the canceled Louis C.K. movie.
Duh.
I was trying to think of what was that one? What was the Olivia Wilde movie she directed?
Don't worry, darling. Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling. We're gonna figure all this out.
I'm thinking of Buttercup or whatever the fuck that Southern movie is. Cupcake.
Call Me Buttercup.
Your next comedian was in the movie Cupcake. He's making up everything.
You see, we have a new famous friend now.
Who?
Have you seen the trailer for the new Joel McHale show?
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, ahead of time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michael Rowland, our dear friend. I saw him like a month before that show started happening, and he was like, "I'm broke, man. I drove 8 hours to do this." on a show in Columbus, and then it was like one of those things where it was like, man.
A month later, it's like, all right, I have 100.
It was like, I'm featuring and you're headlining, and after this weekend, definitely I will have more money than you. And then it was like, that was true, but then in 2 weeks, ba-boom.
No, that show will get canceled in like 3 episodes.
No, it was very funny.
I heard it's going to be the breakout hit of the summer.
It might be good. I mean, he's a very funny guy.
And Joel McHale?
Joel McHale's a star.
You mean Joel McHale?
Yeah, Michael Rowland's very funny.
No, out of the people that we know, he is one of the few people where I'm like, good for you.
No, that's what I was telling someone. I was like, it's wild. It's like, I hate everybody I've ever met in comedy ever. But hey, one of the 3 is doing it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey.
Finally.
Nice.
Finally, someone I can go, fuck yeah, bro, do it.
No, it was funny though. So there was that, and then someone else did a thing like a year ago, and then. Do
you think he remembers?
I don't know. But a bunch of young comics were like, oh, that show's gonna come out. It's gonna be huge. And then someone was like, wait, what about that thing a year ago that some guy was making a movie and then it never happened? And then June was like, hey, Dan, you've been doing comedy long enough. Is that a thing where it's people like are making a show and then it just never happens ever?
Yes.
And I was like, oh yeah. I know
those I've been a part of.
Yeah, you know how many fucking headliners have come through? I'm like, this guy's funny. And they're like, oh, he's not doing stand-up anymore. He's on a show. Show never happens. 8 years later, that guy's opening for me.
Yeah, he's featuring now. Oh boy.
No, man, Michael Rowland. I mean, it's a real show.
It's a real show.
You knew about it from the TV.
The TV on my phone.
Or did you know about it from him?
The TV on my phone.
Were you just watching a thing and then you were like, whoa?
Yes.
That is what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it just popped up as an ad on Facebook.
There you go. And you were like, I know that guy.
Bro, I thought this job was just about dogs.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a moment of the
This is big
content.
line in the trailer. I was under the impression this job was mostly about dogs. And Joel McHale's wrestling a snake asking for help.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's zany.
I wonder if he had to.
Zany.
I wonder if Michael had to deal with animals.
For the show Animal Control?
Yeah.
I think he might have to have, yeah.
This is gonna.
That's the dumbest question you've ever asked.
We should.
In your entire life. He's the co-star on a show called Animal Control about the Animal Control Division, and you go, man, I wonder, do you think he ever touched any animals?
Normally, I'd say this in the opposite way, where it's like this person would never actually do the podcast, so it's funny for me to bring it up. We should have him do the podcast.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know about these animals. No, for real. Like, so you're an actor. Do you think they cast people based on that?
Well, he's very comfortable with animals. I mean, he's best friends with Max Fine.
That's true. One of America's dirtiest road dogs. A lot of mange on that mutt. No, you think he's like, man, that's pretty cool. Because most people, well, most comedians, they go and they do some dumb show, and it's like, oh, I pretended to be a teacher at a school, but then they go on the road and they just.
But this guy, he comes back. He knows how to tame a viper.
He's gonna be at the cellar being like, "Hey, isn't dating weird? You know what's weirder? A fucking howler monkey stole my Tinder one time.
He's gonna come back to New York as Willard.
Swiped on everyone who had a diamond.
He's gonna be controlling the New York City rats.
Yeah. That's way cooler than some guy who's like, I hosted a travel show.
Be like,
where we went to amusement
Chris
parks.
Rock showed up and bumped me? Well...
A hawk has stolen the microphone.
Mike, you know how to project.
Yeah,
up there.
That would be great. Then the new tour, it's Max Fine hosting, a Falcon featuring Michael Rowland headlining. Cute guys, large fries, and big old bird.
And a fucking bird.
Goddamn panther.
There's a snow leopard on this show.
Yeah, like most
doing a guest spot.
Most comics, they're like, no, they're like, how do you know Paul Giamatti? Oh, he's we worked together on a show. But like Michael Rowland, he'll be in the Sahara Desert, starving after a gig. His plane crashed after a gig in the Sahara.
Yes.
And a camel walks up, and the camel's like, "Don't you know my cousin?
Wait, do you know Andre?
Drink my hump. Have some of my hump, dude."
You look just like this guy my cousin Andre was telling me.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a reference.
My Cousin Andre is the name of the independent film that I'm directing right now.
Oh, okay. It's a pre-reference. It's a pre-shadowing.
It's about a young man who's nursing his elderly grandfather back to health.
And what's Andre doing? He's a camel?
Andre? He's a camel.
Hell yeah. If you're going to have a camel in your film, Eric, I know an actor you should hire. Yeah, he's going to get... What if Michael Rowland gets typecast, though?
Oh, he's the animal guy.
Then he's just only in
All of a sudden, he's the next Steve Irwin.
He's supporting actor in the Coco the Gorilla story. He's... You know what I mean? He's the co-host on Bert Kreischer's podcast.
Oh, don't say that.
Because he's a bear.
Because he's a bear in a cave, yeah. But let's not talk about Bert Kreischer.
Okay, I forgot your feud. Yeah, that's one. We've done how many episodes of this podcast? Most of them I haven't been wearing a shirt. 0% of the branding.
It's true, yeah. Well, you wear a robe.
Well, right now it's exceptionally open.
Well, because it's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, so I have a little pink robe open.
You're wearing your best lingerie.
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend's mom was just here. That's fun giving your girlfriend's mom a hug when you're wearing a pink robe. Mother? Oh yeah.
The fuck is
she knows I'm cool.
I guess knowing that, like, she did leave right as I was coming in. I waited for her to leave, to be honest.
No, I know. I saw you because I noticed the time, and then I was like, man, she's dilly-dallying a lot. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's definitely Eric's car across the street. Either that or someone else's grandma's car got hit a bunch.
Yeah, no, I have a very recognizable car.
Eric's car looks like someone stole an old woman's car from church and did some ill-advised joyriding.
It looks like a 12-year-old stole their grandma's car.
You have the car from that viral video of that kid who wanted to do hood rat stuff with his friend. That's the car you bought.
It looks like a car where I decided that I would try and drive it while I run.
Yeah.
Next to it.
Ghost ride the whip.
Yeah.
They should bring that back.
I will.
That would be fun.
I will.
That would be fun.
I'll get around to it, okay? You don't quit hassling me about bringing back Ghost Ride the Whip. I'll get around to it, okay? Jesus. Every time I see you, it's like, bring back Ghost Ride the Whip. Bring it back. Bring it back. I'll do it.
You get out of the car, and then I'm going, it's going to keep moving, right? And it never does. You get out, you walk up to the front door, and I go, oh no, Eric, your car's going to hit that car in front of it. I guess not.
And now, you know what? It's not.
Are you ever going to bring back hyphy culture in any form? You know I love Bay Area, and I think of you as the godfather of Bay Area culture.
Why don't you bring back Crank That?
Crank That.
Superman Dado.
No, how great. Wrong coast, man.
You ever Superman Dado?
No, you think that would be great if Ghost Riding the Whip was around?
You know, I made up a rap earlier.
Did you?
They call me Jack because I'm always in the box.
Hey, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I was doing this on the road. My friends came up with this in Nebraska. I'm going Richard Nixon on a bitch. It's about motorboating. It's like motorboating or eating box or ass. But it's going Richard Nixon on a bitch. No, but Ghost Riding the Whip, and it exists in a time.
They call my mouth a self-storage unit because it's full of boxes.
Every line can't be boxes.
Why not?
And it's the intro to Weeds.
Yeah, are you telling me that the intro to Weeds can't be my hip-hop inspiration?
The intro to that song, Little Boxes, is just about how Malvina Reynolds being horny for some tight
Little
puss.
boxes on my dick.
No, she's like driving through the suburbs, just seeing all those hot stay-at-home moms, and she's like,
little boxes.
all on the hillside, baby.
Hillside, little boxes.
Little ticky-tacky. Come give mom a little ticky-tacky.
Yeah, let me get that ticky-tacky, baby.
They all look just the same. With the lights out, they all look just the same.
They all look the same in the dark, baby.
It's a horny lady playing banjo. 1945.
Just Jeff Rosenstock going, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah. Now that I've heard her demo, I'm horny and I don't want to do this. No, man, but they're ghost riding the whip, but it's popular now when there's all this like Chapo and Truanon stuff.
Stealing Kias.
No, just when everyone's really into thinking things are psyops.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or the CIA.
Yeah.
And then it's just people. It's a 45-minute podcast of someone going, the CIA started the ghost riding the whip phenomenon so African Americans would ruin their cars. They want black people unable to drive because of constantly having small collisions fixed.
Ghost riding the whip.
Hey, what if the new trend is you leave your kids home alone without food or anything?
Yeah, and then you leave for days.
You leave for days.
Ghost riding the children.
Ghost ride the child. That'd be fun. I'm going to start a bad trend, unhealthy trend somewhere. Everybody eating glass. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Chomp, 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 chomp. Glass is good for you. And it's good for me. Let's all eat the glass and have some fun today.
I didn't know you had a whole thing ready to go. I didn't know.
You pulled out your phone. I thought you were about to start recording.
Yeah, I didn't know we were
doing a podcast.
I didn't know we were in the studio.
So how do you feel about all these Chinese spy balloons?
I think it's just a bunch of Chinese people who are peeping Toms. They want to see what's up.
Yeah, what if this is just what if they are Chinese spy balloons, but it's just a guy?
Yeah. Just some guy.
It's just a dude.
No, it's all a distraction.
It's just a guy who's like, listen, I don't have the money to travel, but I do know how to make balloons.
No, man, all this like UFO shit, and then the spy balloons, and the train derailment. It's all just to distract us from the Super Bowl.
Listen,
they don't want us to watch the Super Bowl.
Listen, that water is not going to make its way to Kentucky for days.
No, I know.
So, I was listening to that on NPR. They were like, and people in Louisville shouldn't be worried. It'll take days for that water to get to us. I'm like, that seems not that long.
Yeah. At first, when I heard there was an Ohio train derailment, I thought it was just my skanky sister changing positions in another orgy.
Don't talk about your sister like that. She's a lovely woman.
She doesn't even live in Ohio.
Where's your sister live?
Nowhere near Painesburg, East Palestine. You know what? You know, it was a funny joke my girlfriend had. She was watching the video. She goes, "So this happened in East Palestine, Ohio?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "You know who probably did it? West Israel, Ohio."
That's a good one.
That's a pretty good one.
Good riff.
Oh, yeah. That was one of those where I was like, man, if you weren't in comedy, I'd be like, my girlfriend's hilarious. Because if I think that, I will instantly see my enemy post it, and then I'll have to be like, God damn it, brain don't compute. Least favorite comedian from Chicago has posted same joke as person I love. No. You don't like Batista?
I think he's fat.
He's so strong.
I think he's ugly. And I think you should try and come fight me right now.
Oh my God. He would destroy you.
I'm starting a feud.
I'd be so excited to meet Dave Batista. Because I used to watch him in wrestling. He was just some guy.
Would you rather hang out with Dave Bautista, or would you rather watch Dave Bautista beat me to a pulp?
Oh. Both of those would be awesome.
You can hang out with Dave Bautista for 30 minutes.
Is he going to do wrestling moves?
And he's excited to see you.
Oh, he would be. He and I would get along great.
He's excited to see you.
I have plenty of stuff to chat about.
He listens to the podcast.
I don't like that.
He's a fan.
I don't like that.
Okay, fine. Well, he's just excited to see you.
Okay.
He's heard that you're a funny guy and he likes funny
I've heard good
so
things.
He's just excited to see you.
M. Night Shyamalan told me you were cool.
He's got 30 minutes to kill in his dressing room.
Before he goes to the gym.
Or you can watch him beat me to death.
To
for
death?
5 minutes. No, I'll go into a coma.
In the steel cage?
I'll go into a coma, but I'll get out of it. I'll be fine.
I wouldn't want it to be in a steel cage, for the record.
It would be on a street. In an alley.
All right. What's he wearing?
Nothing.
I don't like that.
Okay, fine.
He has a huge penis.
He's got really tight pants on, but no shirt.
That's a piece of trivia I know about Dave Bautista. Is a huge penis.
I feel like you learned that piece of trivia personally, and I'm a little concerned about
No,
it.
when you watch, there used to be wrestling interviews where they'd ask all these weird questions, and then one of them was they would just ask people like, "Who's the biggest penis cock?"
What's the biggest cock you've ever seen?
Yeah, because they're all showering, and everyone would say Bautista, like across the board.
I can buy that.
It became a meme in wrestling. Is like if Batista was doing an AMA on Reddit, I bet the comments would be full of how big is your dick?
How large is your penis? So which one are you picking though? Are you gonna hang out with Batista, or are you gonna watch?
I'd hang out with him.
I think you're lying.
I don't know. Either one would be fun.
I don't know.
I'd give it up to Chance.
That's a coin flip for you.
I bet he's so strong he could probably hang and beat you up. It's not like
it wouldn't be very much effort.
It's not like he's like, hold on, I gotta focus.
I really gotta pay attention to this fight.
Yeah, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want another Kansas City scenario where those two 13-year-olds beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't want to be like Cat Williams getting beat up on a middle school playground.
Dave Bautista.
Beat up on a middle school
playground. Yeah. Get that adult out of here. Batista's a bit of a gym rat. You know who
He's a bit of a fucking rat.
You know, I think was a bit of a gym rat. Dwight. He's fucking trying to steal Jim's cheese.
Yeah, that's a good way to go with that joke. Steal his cheese.
Steal his cheese. Hey, no, I do have this. You know about the J.K. Rowling video game thing?
Yeah.
Controversy.
I bought 12 copies.
Oh my god. No, but everyone, all these people are now like, hey, I used to like that guy in the sweater who was kind of nerdy, but now I can't because J.K. Rowling's bad. Sweater season's coming up. I'm kind of nerdy. I'm going to start looking like Harry Potter subconsciously, and then I can funnel all the Harry Potter fans who are too liberal to like Harry Potter, and then I'll be top bitch. Well, not top bitch because I have a cock, and everyone knows people with cocks are men, and people with vaginas are women. All right, I'm 2 for 3 on that thing I just did, getting laughs, and 1 for 3 on it getting my girlfriend going, what the fuck did you just say?
What the fuck are you talking about? Stop.
No, I was doing that gag at a bookstore the other day.
Why?
I was doing that thing at a comedy show where I was whispering funny jokes in people's ears, and then I went on stage and bombed. No, I did fine, but
no, you bombed.
In general, the offstage ear whispering was the highlight.
Well, generally, the things you do off stage are much funnier than anything that you could actually
exactly, because it's accidental.
Yeah, and also you just don't have good ideas.
No.
I mean, the things that you actually think of are just disgusting.
It's dog shit.
I mean, marrying a horse.
Hey, I would never marry a horse. I don't want to be emasculated. No, they had this book there that was it was Heart of a Woman. And then they had this other book.
Dick of a Man.
No, I wish. I would have bought that. They had a book called Soul of a Woman.
Dick of a Man.
And then they had the book next to it was Soul of a Woman. And then next to it on an unrelated shelf was how to know what your dog is feeling. And I kept holding them up to people and going, aren't these the same book? But unfortunately, the Soul of a Woman book was written by Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
And I didn't want people to think it was a race thing. So I kept covering up her name when holding it.
You held the book.
Yeah, I had to hold the book weird for that bit.
Hold the book with both your thumbs.
So there wouldn't...
Covering up the bottom part of their name. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice to know you're racist.
No, that's why I covered it up.
You were trying to cover up your racism.
I was trying to cover up that a black woman wrote a book.
Cover up your racism.
I was gaslighting history. People should do that whenever they're like find a new scientific thing or historical thing that counteracts what we traditionally believe. Mm-hmm. They should be like, no more will we gaslight everybody that Columbus was the first European here. Fucking gaslighting. Too long have the Norwegians had to suffer from the gaslighting. Erasure of Eric the Red. Or whatever. Liam. What's his name?
Eric the Red.
She went, I just took some shit at work for you. And then she handed you like the steering wheel to a plane.
She handed me a black box recording.
A couple of seats.
She handed me a black box recording of someone begging for their life. Now.
No, you think in you know what I mean? Your friend, they're like, okay, we have an 8-hour layover. It's 9 a.m. We're going to be in Miami.
I'll tell you, she's got a lot of 8-hour layovers, if you know what I mean.
What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, if you know what I mean.
That's how long it takes to sleep.
If you know what I mean.
He gets a good rest.
You don't know what I mean?
I don't.
I mean, if you know what I mean.
You know, if I was like a stewardess, or airline servant, airline sky slave.
If I was a plane's bitch.
Yeah, if I was a plane's bitch. The cabin wench.
Women don't like getting called wench.
No, I know.
I've learned that.
You learned that time traveling.
I've learned that living in the past and in the future and in the present.
No, man, no, but you're like, okay, 8-hour layover in Miami. And no one, but I shouldn't have to say this. No one steal any of the seats to take to the beach.
I know there are flotation devices, and some of you can't swim.
I know that
so you want to bounce around out there on the water.
It's practical. You can sit on it on the beach, then you can take it into the water. But hey, no, we've lost too many.
We don't want this place smelling like a lobster cage.
Yeah,
right?
Come on. Your girlfriend, she's leaving for.
She's reattaching a seat. Fine. Yeah.
She's like, I'm just this is just my coat. It's just a big folded over. It's a trench coat, a giant folded over trench coat in her arms. She's like, no, I came from I started in Minneapolis. It was cold.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you worried that you're gonna be you could be like you could be the ground floor for whatever the new airborne you know what I mean?
Oh, the new virus?
A guy licked off a walrus's tusk, and then he flew to Louisville.
Well, she's not a successful flight attendant, so it's mostly regional flights. I think I'll be all right.
Oh, okay. Puddle jumping. She's just getting people 2 saltines each while they go from Bowling Green to Louisville.
Yeah. Most of her flights are from Lexington to Louisville.
You I got a Dixie cup of water that I'm going through. I go, what do you want? They go, Pepsi. I take the Dixie cup over, fill it with Pepsi, bring they drink it. Ask the next person. I go, you want spray? Okay. I rinse out the Pepsi.
And by the time I get to the 3rd row, we've landed.
Yeah. There's this guy, and he was like, I live in Miami. And then, but I met him in Bloomington, Illinois.
That's terrible.
Far from Miami.
You've been to Bloomington, Illinois?
Yeah, one time now.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
I had a lot of fun, but it was one of those things where it was like...
Did you go to that bookstore?
No, what's the bookstore?
The bookstore?
Oh,
It's
no,
Bloomington, Illinois. There's only the one, man.
No. I went to a place called the Night Shop, which used to be canceled, but now has a different staff.
Okay.
Which is like, why wouldn't you change the name?
I would change.
If you're gonna buy we're gonna buy this venue that's canceled.
Yeah.
Keep the name.
Yeah.
No, but I had a fun time. But this pilot was there, and I was like, "What did you do? Commercial or whatever?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And then I was like, "So you're from Miami? And you're in Bloomington, Illinois now? Like, who's doing that flight?"
Yeah.
Like,
Where are you
who the fuck?
flying from?
Yeah, like who?
Like
Or no,
Bloomington-
not commercial. He said he was a private pilot.
Like Bloomington, Illinois isn't even close to like Chicago.
Is someone's kid looking at schools? Some
Looking at
rich,
shitty schools
some rich person's kids looking at shitty schools.
in the most depressing town I've ever been in.
But then he was flirting with these two girls who were opening on it, and they were kind of creeped. And then they were talking. It's me and them talking to the sound guy, and then the sound guy is like, "Yeah, that guy's a creep. He's in here every few months." So it's like that guy regularly, like, what the fuck is that? So I think we're gonna find out soon that there's something going on in Bloomington, Illinois.
There's always something going on in Bloomington,
I think
Illinois.
we're about to find out it's the human trafficking hub of there's some sort of Bloomington to Miami.
Oh, no, I hate Bloomington, Illinois, man.
It was fun.
Slept in a windowless room
Well, that's
with
always
Ronan
fun.
snoring.
Ooh,
Going, do you mind if I play 30 Rock really loud? It's
Hey.
the only way I can fall asleep.
who cares if it was a windowless room? Because if Ronan's there, you can still fall asleep seeing the stars.
No, that was the trip where...
Just falling asleep, might as well be looking at a beautiful night sky. Big
was-
star right in front of you. That was back when he was a big star.
Yeah, he was a big
He's
star.
a goddamn neutron
Yeah,
bomb
yeah,
coming
yeah.
towards
Good
you.
Lord. No, yeah, that was the trip where he was like, listen, I'll just like give you money to drive. Like I don't have like a car, and I don't like. He'd been like doing Greyhounds for something.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm tired of it.
Going to Bloomington, Illinois is depressing enough without feeling like I'm on court-ordered transportation.
I'll bring my young ward.
Yeah.
I'll bring my 20-year-old twink with me to drive. And he was like, I could probably get you like a set on one of the shows. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I did a set and I bombed. And then the club owner was just like wouldn't pay us. Like so he was taking so long to pay us. Like it was like
Yeah.
we're like literally show ended. And like 2.5 hours later, he's still just standing there talking.
Oh,
to this
yeah.
couple.
He's like, I'll pay you after karaoke. You're like, there's no one here to sing.
And
Not
then
yet.
After all that, he finally came up and gave Ron the check, and then he just looked me up and down, and he went, "Your shoes untied," and walked away.
That guy sounds cool.
Man,
Was he dressed as a hot dog? The guy who hosted my show was dressed like a hot dog.
No, Mike Gardner.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know
not
that guy.
dressed-
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
he owned the comedy club at the time, which probably isn't there.
I don't think it
anymore.
exists. Sammy Hot Dogs runs that town now.
That place shouldn't have been a comedy club. It was the most massive room I've ever seen. I'm like,
No,
so did you expect all of Bloomington to come to
Yeah.
every show?
The whole town.
It was like a 600-seat room. It was huge. And the ceilings were like fucking 50 feet high. Like the
Yeah.
room just made no sense. It looked like a fucking high school gymnasium. That looks insane.
You know, it'd probably be at a high school gymnasium. Well, I guess not Pam, because they didn't know each other. Who did Jim lose his virginity to?
His dad.
What looked insane? Wait, what looked insane?
That. Your fucking... bottle
So
on
I have
top
one of
your-
those little bottles that weed comes in when you buy it from a store.
Just say a pill bottle.
Well,
Why are you trying to make this?
Is this a pill bottle?
That's basically a pill bottle.
No, but pill
yeah.
bottles have the cap that you squeeze, that you turn.
That's the only difference. It
This
is the
has-
exact same.
It's that plastic cylinder where you squeeze the sides and then it goes,
It doesn't go.
and a little dragon pops out. Makes you feel good. Hey. No, but I hit a bowl and then I've used that. to put out the bowl.
Well, we really need.
But then it just looked like I had a bowl with a top hat.
We really need to shoot that N-word sketch at one.
The N-word.
Yeah. I ran that by a black friend, and they said it was.
What did they say?
They said it was very fun.
That's great. Do you just mean the one with the coin
thing? Yeah.
Because we have to run by. It's on our list of things to run by black people. No, remember our thing about the lipping it?
Oh, well, we can't ever do that.
You said we should cut that and put it on YouTube.
Maybe I don't remember what you're talking about then.
Well, just the idea that when you're in high school, people are just throwing around racial slurs.
Oh, yeah.
For like just casually smoking weed.
Yeah, well
I think that's what it was. I'm so old. I remember when people would throw around racial slurs if you just had a little bit too much Gatorade on your lip.
You've been waterfalling Gatorade.
Yeah.
Now I remember it.
All of a sudden they're using slurs.
You got a new, much better bowl.
No, I don't. I still don't like this one. I bought this and then I walked out and then I instantly tried to return it. And then when I went in, the lady was like, "Oh, is there a problem?" And I went,
"Yeah, I hate it."
I went, actually, never mind." And I just left.
And then she looked over at her coworker and went, "Man, that guy used that bowl really quick."
Yeah, how'd he do that? How the fuck? How did he smoke acid out of a bowl in 35 seconds? No, man, I was in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm always in the worst towns when I break a bowl. I'm never in like a cheap college town. Like I guess that's literally what Lincoln, Nebraska is.
I was about to say that is what Lincoln, Nebraska is. But where did I buy that one bowl? What town were we in?
I don't know.
That crazy store that was like a fucking record store.
Cookeville, Tennessee?
No, it wasn't Cookeville, Tennessee. That was where they sold racist Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, that place is classic. We're going to take the biggest building in the smallest town in Tennessee and make it a place for everyone.
A place for literally everyone.
The biggest racists you can think of, the biggest nerds you can think of. Fucking average Joes.
Beer. If you're just into beer, we got that.
We are a restaurant.
We've got TVs. We play sports.
Yeah.
We have foosball and air hockey.
We have video games to rent and play live. We have
just do something.
We're the western side of the store is a Sears.
I promise. If you come here, you'll eventually wander around and be like, "Oh fuck, they have a produce section here."
Oh god damn.
I was wanting some fruit salad.
The shiatsu massage was nice.
Well, I did get my feet cleaned by some fish.
Yeah. That's very Christ-like. Jesus should have those fish in that bowl.
Everything I do is Christ-like.
That is true.
I'm the second coming. I don't know if you've heard.
Second coming.
I already came second.
All right.
Because I like to... I'm always second coming because I like to make sure the lady's satisfied. Know what I'm saying?
I do.
Do you really, though?
Oh, yeah.
So no Valentine's Day at all?
No, I got to do something, man. She can probably just hear me in here. So anything I do, she'll be like, "Well, now I know." No, we specified we didn't want to carry anything. I'm focused on Costa Rica, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I recently found out there's no ancient ruins there, so who gives a shit?
Go to Mexico.
I want to now. It's too late. I already bought a fucking ticket. Let's do it.
Let's go. You already bought a ticket to Costa Rica?
I did.
When are you going?
March. Late March.
I don't give a fuck. But
no, here's what I meant to say. You know, at the store they got the self-checkout aisle?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't that be where they keep the mirrors?
That's what I call my bathroom.
Yeah.
Self-checkout aisle.
I know, right? It should be where they have like mirrors.
Mine's better.
Self-facing cameras.
Mine's better.
Oh, because you're checking out yourself? Like, masturbation.
So what, nothing?
Nothing. I'm going to make
gonna
dinner.
Cook anything?
Yeah, I'm going to make dinner.
Okay. What are you going to cook?
I don't know. Brussels sprouts.
I know.
I'm doing a bad pitch for myself as a future mate to others.
It's Valentine's Day. What are you going to do? I might boil some sprouts, some Brussels sprouts.
I'm not going to boil water because it might explode. That's really funny is they're like the Louisville water thing because we live downriver.
Yeah.
Which
From
is
a
like
massive.
Which it's weird to be like, I never thought in 2023 the phrase downriver would
be something that like would pique my interest.
It would affect my life.
Yeah.
We really are living in the older times because they're like, things coming downriver. Get ready to get.
There's a big balloon above us.
Get ready to boil some water.
What's that big balloon flying above us,
Yeah.
Theodore? What the hell is that?
No, but this thing I read was someone being like, should I boil my water? And then they were like, no, don't boil your water. The water's fine. And also, these types of chemicals are the types that will explode if you boil them.
So don't make pasta.
So don't boil it. But it's like that thing where it's like, so should I not boil it because it's fine? Or because it's so bad that it'll explode?
It'll blow up.
That's not the same. You know who's fine? His roommate, Michael Rowland. I don't know if they're roommates. I think they live in that van together. You know what that podcast is?
Well, Rowland's got to be in L.A. by now.
He's in Vancouver. I think he literally did film that show in Vancouver.
Probably, yeah.
But he's not living in a van.
He's in Vancouver.
I can't wait to title this episode Michael Rowland. And then
I know,
him just DM me a screenshot and be like, what?
Huh? This is actually somehow the most press I've gotten so far.
You know, when we briefly hung out in November, I thought it was nice to see you, but I retract that.
Remember when Coast went up the stairs?
Was he there for that? Michael, were you there? I know that you've had way more fascinating experiences than this. But do you remember when Toast went up the stairs?
I was going to do that. Toast took the steps out of my mouth.
Oh. He did it. He went for it. I would love there to be
Then I just have to talk about making out with a girl after I talk about King Diamond with her.
King Diamond. I want to see
Grandmother!
What is that? Is that a Toast bit?
No, that's King Diamond.
Well,
It's one of King Diamond's
classics. Oh, I know that. How do you know King Diamond?
Because I enjoy it.
You're okay. You don't even have a Probot tattoo.
I don't have any. I'm going to marry a Jewish girl.
That is true.
I'm going to convert.
True.
Did you look into a crystal ball?
I did.
Dan is currently looking at a crystal ball.
No, I just, you know what I mean?
You got that vibe.
Yeah. Well, the world moves in cycles and waves and it evens out. Yeah. So if Indian people are having less and less arranged marriages...
Mm-hmm. Soon Jews.
Why can't I arrange a marriage for a buddy of mine and an unknown Jewish and a yet to be determined Jewish woman?
Jewish lady.
The Jewish lady I dated had tattoos of Jewish stuff.
That sounds.
And then I was like, "This is."
If I was a tattoo artist, I would refuse that.
This don't make no sense.
I would refuse that.
Can you give me a tattoo that says Dan Alton doesn't have any tattoos?
And
can you give me a word bubble on my cheek that says I don't have any tattoos?
They'll rip your skin off and just bury you in a Jewish cemetery anyways if they really want to.
Will they really? Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Is that actually what they do?
Yes.
Because of the Holocaust thing, or did they do that in the past?
I don't know if it's just because of the Holocaust.
The Holocaust thing.
It's not just Holocaust tattoos. It's any tattoo.
No, I know, but it makes sense because that was a whole widespread
they probably
thing.
Set a precedent
yeah.
by starting it with those tattoos, and then people were like, "Well, oy vey."
Yeah.
What if I just love Slayer?
Yeah. What if I exactly?
I skateboard. I'm sorry. What? A Jew can't skateboard?
Can Jewish people give themselves cool scars?
What do you mean?
Because there's that guy who carved Slayer into his forearms with a razor blade. Yeah. And then it's like...
Scarification...
But maybe that guy was Jewish.
Is that kosher?
Maybe that guy hung out with dudes with a bunch of Slayer tattoos. And then they were like, you're not a real fucking Slayer head.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'll show you. But also, I'll show Yahweh that I still worship him even above Tom Araya.
Oh. So you're having a terrible Valentine's Day.
Who's your favorite? No, I have a great Valentine's Day.
Okay, mine's better.
I had
you
some
want to know how mine is going?
hash browns. What'd you do?
I woke up. Had a nice little cup of coffee.
Whoa.
Hit the driving range.
What?
I've been golfing a lot lately.
Have you really?
Yes.
Where'd you get clubs?
My father.
Oh, have you been golfing literally because you played Mario Golf?
I was golfing before that.
I don't believe
No,
you.
no, not directly before. I golfed as a child, and I have clubs in the back of my fucking trunk, and I have for like 2 years.
The only clubs you have in the back of your trunk are bent from people hitting them upside your head.
And then leaving them because they thought that you were dead.
You get in a road rage type situation. Someone hits you from behind, opens your trunk, they grab your clubs. They walk up and just beat the shit out of you.
They reach into your car, pull that lever, and then they go, fuck, that popped the trunk the other way.
Yeah. You know, it'd be really funny. It's like a road rage thing. And the guy's like, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. I got a gun in my trunk. And then he pops the hood.
Damn it!
That'd be a fun, like, dash cam video.
I can't find the lever. Yeah. I want to put it back down.
Shit.
The wind's going to blow it up and kill me.
No, he pops the trunk, gets a bat out, goes to hit the other guy's car. The other guy pulls out a gun, and then he goes, shit, I got to drive away. He hits it, and then the hood flies back. Oh, man, that would be scary.
No, but I've been golfing again.
Again.
I don't know why you
What's
keep
the best
saying
you've
that.
ever done under par?
I'm just at the range now.
You just hit long.
Yeah, well, then you hit the chipping green, you hit the putting green.
You're a regular Happy Gilmore. And Jared Fogle in a way.
I consider myself more of a Jared Fogle.
Well, you just love Subway. You love golf and Subway.
No, I did great today.
Did they ever do an ad where Jared Fogle plays golf?
No, they didn't.
Because that has he ever met Adam Sandler?
I like to finish up a round with a 6 under par. And then a 6 foot long Subway.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to put all the weight
Jared's
back on.
Trying to get fat again, so he isn't recognizable in prison.
I want to get fat again, and then I'm gonna start eating Jimmy John's and start this all over again.
You know, my girlfriend and I were watching a thing about him yesterday, and it says he's in prison now, and he just works out.
He's in prison?
Oh yeah, I mean everybody knows that, but he works out. And I was laughing at him. He comes out of prison just jacked. And then he's like, you want to know how I got... He just shows a photo of him weak. It's an ad for...
Fuck kids.
It's an ad for getting caught. It's an ad for the prison system.
If you've got child pornography on your computer, turn yourself in right now. Yeah. And you can look like me.
Yeah. He's buff as shit. Bunch of weird Aryan Brotherhood tattoos being CGI'd out.
Don't even ask what this one means. You'll find out if you follow my system.
No, that's what...
to get jacked in 50 years or less.
Do you think that's why prison people are trying to get so strong is so they can bust out?
They're trying to punch a hole
They're
in the
like,
wall.
I know this is like a long shot, but if we all get strong enough, maybe we can just push the wall.
You know, I bet we could knock this whole building over.
Yeah. We all just do our fucking push-ups, bench presses, curls, tries. Squats. Leg lifts.
All right, that's perfect.
Wait, okay.
What? You got more, baby?
No, I think I had one other Jared prison thing. I can't. Oh, never mind. It was just a fact. Are we on the air? Apparently, Jared, the prisoners don't like Jared because he just pays everybody off, and he acts like.
And we're off the air.
He acts like a big shot.
Yeah.
apparently, this video I watched said that people, because they interviewed a guy in prison's brother, a guy who knows Jared in prison's brother. He's like, everybody hates that guy because he just walks around like a big shot. Yeah. And in prison, you're supposed to be like vaguely repentant, humble, especially if you're like a fucking child rapist.
Yeah, they're not big on chomos around there, right?
No. Cholos,
they're big on chomos.
But he's like, I'm cool, and he just pays people off, and everyone fucking hates him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, some joke about paying for extras. I don't know.
Subway doesn't pay you. You don't have to pay for extras in Subway.
No, but you do.
It's kind of their whole appeal.
Extra beef. So he's paying extra. It sounds like he's paying extra to beef up security on his 6-inch.
That was worth coming back on the air for.
No, I know. I just wanted to hang out a little longer.
No, they go to the driving range on Valentine's Day, on a cloudy Valentine's Day.
You did that earlier. You went to the driving range?
I went straight from the range to here.
Hell yeah. I can tell you seem centered.
The driving range on a cloudy Valentine's Day is, let me tell you, it's an interesting energy.
Great place to meet a prostitute.
It's an interesting
Great place to meet a smart prostitute who knows the market.
I kind of had the feeling that if I had come up and just hit anyone with one of the clubs, everyone would have just been like, yeah, we all do it, me too. Can you hit me?
You should have tried to get everyone to go out after.
All right, boys. Like after I finish my bucket of balls, I just go, all right. Who's ready for lunch?
Yeah. You know what? We're all here. We're all lonely.
River City Barbecue is right down the street. They got a great hot sausage.
Do they?
The baked beans, good stuff. Let's hit it.
I'll buy the bucket of...
Come on, boys.
I'll buy the first bucket of beer. Don't hit that with your clubs. We're hitting the clubs. There's a lot of puns. I'm teeing off.
I'm teeing off on these puns, right, fellas? Who wants to have some fun?
I'm teeing off.
No, when I left, there
was
a
golfer having sex with a trans person. I'm teeing off. I'm teed off. As a trans person who's angry. I'm a little bit teed off.
I'm teed off now. No, when I was
You called me what? I'm teed off.
First of all, when I showed up, there was no one at the window to like give me my balls, and I was like to hand me my balls back.
Shouldn't you go to your ex-girlfriend's house to get your balls back? Hey, I didn't know you scattered.
But I was standing there for a while, and I knocked on the thing, and then an old guy came up behind me, and he was like, how long you been waiting? I was like, actually kind of a while.
He's like, no, I mean for the right ones. We're both so alone.
Come on, baby. And
I didn't mean he was trying to hit on you. I just meant he was trying to bond.
And then I see there's another building to the right, and I see a guy come out of there who I recognize because I've been golfing a lot.
Yeah.
I realize that he works there. And I go, oh, yeah, the guy's coming. And he goes, uh-huh. And then immediately opens the door that says employees only and walks inside and goes, anybody home? And I was like, Grandpa, come back.
What is there possibly to steal or do in it? Like, what is... Why do they even lock up golf courses?
Well, I mean, they sell beer.
That's
he
true.
Could have walked off with a bunch of Topo Chicos.
I would love it. You're at a golf course, like the 8th hole. You're like back pretty far. And a guy just has a martini glass, slowly driving his cart, holding a martini.
Someone should mug more people at golf courses.
Oh yeah.
If you hang out on like the 7th hole, you could get a lot of people. You could really. What do they got? Cameras out there?
No. I might do that. I might put on some silly pants.
You could at least steal their clubs, and golf clubs are fucking expensive.
Dude, I would steal the golf cart. I'd drive off the whole damn cart. And then what, you're going to run from the back 9? You're going to run all the way. You're going to, I'm sure you can, sure if they take the dog leg and just go straight through the woods, they can beat me. But
as long as you take their phone, you could absolutely just put their golf clubs on the cart and just drive it back up to the clubhouse.
Yeah, just leave.
Way before they caught up with you.
The back nine bandits.
Even if you people who play golf are such assholes. Even if he caught up with someone else in a cart, they would be like, "Get the fuck out of my way!" No.
Do people probably leave?
I'm not gonna let you play through, and then they would just hit their ball and move on.
Do people leave their wallets at the clubhouse? You think?
Well, you would have to do it on a public course, which means you're playing a little bit of a gamble. But you're getting the clubs. The clubs I think the clubs are the important part of this.
But also, expensive. As much as you're pretending like you like golf.
I don't know why you say pretending. I don't like that.
I don't think you know enough.
I want you to take pretending.
Maybe we're not the first one. Okay, you like golf. Suddenly.
It's not suddenly. I played golf a lot when I was a child.
No, but you think people are ever like they know, like, because we're late to the game, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that you're trying to mug Fuzzy Zeller, and then he's got a pistol at the ankle. His putter's a shotgun.
His putter is a katana. That he pulls out.
Yeah. Because then we're stranded back there.
That's true.
And then it becomes one of those invasion movies where the burglars are the ones who are in danger.
We're captors.
Yeah.
Now we have to be their caddy.
Yeah. That's probably how caddies get involved.
But that's how caddies get in the game.
Yeah.
They're all ex-brigands.
Yeah. They're wild stallions that have been broken by rich, strong men in fuzzy pants.
But then when I was leaving, and once again, it's Valentine's Day. I'm leaving, and in the handicap spot...
We made all the holes heart-shaped for Valentine's Day. All the greens are heart-shaped like a heart.
In the handicap spot was a car that was not running. And in the passenger seat was just an old woman looking at her phone, looking sad.
Oh, no.
I'm like, what, you say on Valentine's Day? Your, I guess, husband took you to the driving range to sit in the car.
He's hitting the link.
He drove. He's it's not even like he can't drive. You're in the passenger seat.
He's like me at a breakfast, hitting the links.
All right, that's good enough.